Alright guys, Mr. Riz here. We're going to do chapter 3, which is all about parallel lines and transversals. This section's going to be kind of short, sweet and simple, just mostly new vocab for you. We'll talk about the properties in the next section. Since we are starting chapter 2, that means chapter 3 means we ended chapter 2. So if you have your test corrections, make sure you do those, and if you need any help, make sure you ask. Okay, so first, what we need to know. A couple of things here. First, we're going to look at T, and line T is called a transversal. A transversal is basically a line that crosses two lines, typically two parallel lines. Alright, next we have several different angles that are formed, and these are kind of out of order, taken from the worksheet. First, we'll look at angle 1 and angle 7. Those are special angle. They are exterior angles. They are the angles that are on the outside of the parallel line. They're on the outside. They're called exterior angles. Next, angles 2 and 6 are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angles that are in the same location but on different lines. So you can see 2 and 6 are both in the top right corners. Angle 3 and angle 7 are in the bottom left corners, and so forth. Now we can have multiple corresponding angles if we have multiple lines, but in this case 2 and 6 are corresponding. Next we have angle 4 and angle 5. What they are alternate interior angles. And what they are is they're both angles that are inside the parallel lines, and they're alternating because one's on the right and one's on the left. Or if we had the sideways, one's top, one's bottom. But they're both alternating interior angles. Next, A and B are, well, that's simple. They are parallel lines. They're the two lines. They go on forever and they never touch. Keep it going. Angles 4 and angle 6 are consecutive interior angles. Consecutive interior angles are angles that are inside, which makes them interior, but they're consecutive, meaning they are on the same side of the transversal. Both are on the right or both are on the left. And they form, if you look, angle 4 and angle 6 make a C, or in 3 and 5 make a backwards C. Alright, next, angles 2 and angle 7. They're really similar to 4 and 5. What they are? Alternate interior angles. Actually wrong. They are alternate exterior angles. They are angles on the outside, so they're exterior angles, and they are alternating. Well, you know, one's on the right, one's on the left, one's on the top, one's on the bottom. Alright, and angle 5 and 6. Well, if we look, there's a lot of different things we can say. They're next to each other to make a linear pair, but in this section we're going to know them as interior angles. Alright, so in this section, kind of the vocab that you'll need to know is right here. Everything that I could ask you from this section would just be like, what would the corresponding angle for 4 be? And you'd have to go, okay, that'd be 8. Or name the alternate exterior angle for 1. Okay, that'd be 1 and 8. Now keep in mind too, I could ask you two angles and what's the relationship. Like, what's the relationship between angle 3 and angle 7? And you'd have to tell me, well, those are corresponding. I could also tell you, okay, what's the relationship between angle 1 and angle 4? And you'll have to remember, well, those are vertical angles. So I could make you recall some stuff from previous sections. Alright, well, that's it for this section. If you have any trouble, double check the videos, make sure you ask for help. Good luck.